All right, I'm going to be talking about things that would typically get me canceled if I said them anywhere else. All right, so I don't buy clothes on Shein because it's cheaper. I don't buy clothes on Shein because of the quality, because of the amount of, I guess, what's the word? Because of the variety. I don't buy them off of Shein for any of that. I buy it because there is a child in China that needs to make a living to provide for his family. And helps provide for his family. And if I'm not buying clothes from Shein, he's gonna be out of a job. So I'm really, when I buy clothes off of Shein, doing a charity and giving a job to a child that needs one. Hey, them 4-year-olds gotta make a living somehow. All right. I don't think that this is even a little controversial for me. I don't think that the draft should include women. Not because I don't think women shouldn't be allowed to go to war. Not because I don't think that women are capable of killing or any of that. I think that as men, we have a duty to protect and provide for those we love, those women that are for us. As a man of God, I'm called to protect my wife. I'm called to provide for my wife. And our country is basically the family on a whole. So, I think that men should go to war and should be sent to war if need be, whether they want to or not. That's what the draft is about. But I think women should be given the choice to go to the war, but I also think they should keep the requirements separate, because I know that they lowered the requirements for men to go to war since the women have joined, which I don't think we should really do. But I also don't think women should be a part of the draft, because it's not what needs to be done, Oh dang, I actually got people to view. You love my I don't ever stream. This is my first stream ever. Oof. I believe that you have cancer, and I'll be praying for you. So yeah, that's why I don't think women should go to war. It's not very respectful to the women. I'm in Kentucky. Yeah, I'm in Kentucky. The economy here sucks. I make $18 an hour and can barely save any money, and I don't even live on my own. All right, controversial topic number 3. Kamala would have made an absolute horrible president. I can go into detail, but do I really need to, is the question. I've asked people this. I've asked people what their, why they support Kamala, and all of the people say just because they don't want Trump to be president. What? The whole reason you want to vote for Kamala is 1, because she's a woman, 2, because she's black, and 3, because she's not Trump. You do realize we have more candidates, right? We have our independents, we have our write-ins, we have all different types of things. So why would you only vote for Kamala because she's not Trump? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. She's pro-abortion, which I understand that she's only rape victims and stuff like that, but at the beginning she was pro-abortion for everybody and government funding. In my opinion, if you're even going to make abortions legal, don't make my taxpayer dollars go to abortion. That's my money, and I don't agree with it. So controversial opinion, Yamaha makes absolute horrible electric guitars. Now they make really good acoustic guitars, Yamaha acoustic guitars are pretty fun to play. Like, I've enjoyed every Yamaha acoustic I've played. And like their acoustic electrics, you know, like with the little electric setting, that was pretty good. I like those acoustic electrics. But every electric Yamaha I've played, I do not like. Hello from Turkey? That's pretty crazy. That's awesome. And if anybody is wondering, yes, I'm driving without my hands. Like, I'm actually driving. It's not that difficult. I do not suggest people drive like this, but, you know, I've learned, my dad taught me how to drive with my knees. And hey, if I ever become an amputee, I can still drive. Hot topic number 4. I don't think it's disrespectful for a guy not to want his girlfriend to post bikini pics online. It's not really, like, it's not controlling, okay? Because he's asking, like, it's my boundary. Like, if it's your boundary, it's a requirement you have for your relationship. They can back out of the relationship. You're not forcing them to do anything. But when you ask your partner not to do something, they can say, I'm still gonna do it, but then that's when you're like, okay, but then I think we need to break up. Like, yes, you can't force your partner to do anything. We're all humans. None of us have authority over the other, except for parents to their children. But I just don't think that women should, what was I saying? I don't think that, like, if it's against what the guy thinks, that's what should happen. Hey, Steve, I agree. The Bible actually says, husbands, you own your wife's body, and wives, you own your husband's body. So, I do agree that your girlfriend's body should be for your own eyes, but I mean, like, everyone has their own opinion. There's obviously going to be guys out there that don't care if their girlfriends go out looking, what's an appropriate word? Looking immodest. How about that? There are guys that aren't going to care, and for them, you do you. It's your opinion. But every girl I date, and I think every guy should not be slandered for asking their girlfriend not to dress skimpy. Mustang is the best sports car. Am I saying that because I drive a Mustang? Yes. I don't drive an expensive Mustang. It's one of the cheapest Mustangs I've ever found. It's a 2005, and I bought it for like $2,200. But I love the feel of it. It's a V6, so it's not like it goes fast or is loud at all. But I just love the feel, the way it handles on the road and everything. So Mustangs, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Lamborghinis are awesome, McLarens. I almost said McGregor, but that's a fighter. I just think Mustangs are a great sports car. Number 6, carpenters don't get paid as much as they should. Yes, I'm a carpenter, so I mean, I have a little bit of bias, but I'm making $18 an hour. The max a carpenter makes is $31 an hour. But we are building buildings that can literally accidentally fall over and kill people. We have a liability, and for more liability and responsibility, you should be given more restitution, not restitution, but more, I guess, money. You should be given more compensation, that's the word. So, I think that they should, not like insane amounts of money, but like they should make a little bit more than $31 an hour for the amount of responsibility that rests on their shoulders. How long have I have been a carpenter? So I said I'm making $18 an hour. That's the like bare minimum a carpenter can start at. And after the way the union works is after 6 months, if I take my classes, if I have my tools and everything, I can bump up. I think it's like, so I make 60% of the of the amount a carpenter makes, because I'm still in school. And every 6 months, I bump up 5%. So I'm at 5 months right now. So next month, I can go to 65%. And so whatever 65% of $31 is how much I would make, and I've only been doing it for 5 months. So in reality, it makes sense what I'm making, but also not because of the amount of work I have to do. What's an opinion you guys have that I should talk about, like what I see as far as that? I'm trying to think of one. My opinion, a baby is a child in the womb. I think that it's living as soon as it's created in the womb. That's number 9. I think I'm on 9. Number 10. Oh, I'm pro-capitalism. Like, someone has to be at the top. Somebody has to be providing other people with work. Somebody's got to be a consumer. Somebody's got to be a producer. Capitalism just works for our economy. I think income tax should be lowered, if not completely non-existent. I'm going to tell you why I think it should be completely non-existent. So I think income tax should be non-existent, and people say, well, how are we going to pay for our roads if that's the case? How are we going to pay our people in office? How are we going to afford policemen and firemen? How are we going to pay their salaries? Well, first off, the amount of money our country makes in speeding and like all the different tickets that you can get is an insane amount of money. And like, I don't remember the exact number, but it's billions of dollars a day. And I could be wrong. You guys can fact check me, but I'm not claiming that this is the correct amount. I've just been told that. And I did the calculations, and the average amount an American spends every day is $100. There are around 300 million Americans. 100 times 300 million is 3 billion. 3 billion times 0.06 is hundreds of millions of dollars a day in only income tax alone. And that's at a 6%. We can raise it to 10% if you want to take away income tax. Gas tax pays for it too. Yeah, it does. Now, you can increase income tax, make it even upwards to 10%. I'm okay with that. You can keep car insurance, you can keep house insurance, not insurance, tax, car tax and house tax. Just take away income tax. Well, like, our country will do fine, especially if you lower the pay amount that all congressmen and all the diplomatic and just lower everybody's pay when it comes to government stuff, and we'll do good. Now, policemen keep their same pay. Firemen keep their same pay. This is your first time watching me. Awesome. I am a very small YouTuber. I don't even do it for the views. I do it because it's fun to me. I like to do it. Thanks for watching. If you only buy what you want. 20K. Yeah, I do save what I can. I've saved up. I typically try to save $200 a week, which adds up to about $2,000 a month, which is $24,000 a year. That's what I try to do. Obviously, I can't do it. Wait, that was bad math. I don't feel like math checking myself, and I just took a wrong turn. But if you guys, I don't do plugs or anything, but like I see that there are new people watching. So if you would like to subscribe, you can. My stuff isn't very helpful to a lot of people. It's just fun things I like to do. I'll post some music stuff because I'm also a musician and stuff like that. 400. I said I saved $200 a week, not a month. Or sorry. Driving is let me turn that off. All right. So like I was saying, My videos aren't very helpful to a lot of people. I just find them fun to make. I'm gonna try to do live streams when I'm driving again. I'll probably actually do it more at like 5 a.m. when I'm 6 a.m. when I'm driving to work or something. 9,400 a year. Yeah, that sounds more like what I'm saving. What are some opinions that you guys want to hear about mine? Like, I know my opinion doesn't mean squat to you guys, but I like talking. I like talking to you guys. So just what are some opinions you would like to hear? Just for conversation. I don't like being the only one in a conversation. Oh, Steve left me. Come back, Steve. Come back. All right. I don't like Volkswagens. I see a Volkswagen in front of me, and I don't like Volkswagens. Does that make me a bad person? Because I am being very judgy of the car in front of me. I don't like Volkswagens. They got a dumb logo. It literally looks like some toddler was squiggling lines. And from what I hear, they break down almost as often as a Jeep does. Does anybody drive a Volkswagen and actually enjoy it? I mean, I know a lot of people like to work on Volkswagens, but I've never heard of someone that likes to drive a Volkswagen. Uncommon opinion, Volvos are awesome cars. My dad worked on Volvos for like 30 years. And he enjoyed it. And he says that because they're all so similar to each other when it comes to Volvos, that they hardly ever change anything. They're all really easy to work on if you've even worked on one. Let's see. Oh, I like to race Chargers and Challengers, even though I don't ever beat them, because like I said, I only have a V6. But like sometimes I like to quote unquote challenge them. Like I'll rev my engine up next to them, and then they'll blast off, and I'll just go to like down the road at like a regular pace. It's fun. Please don't hit me. There we go. Women are so good for guys. Like, I don't really clean my car that often. Like, wash it. Like, I like to keep the inside tidy. I'll like clean it like once every 2 weeks. I'll try to like take out my trash whenever I'm like getting out of the car. But like, my girlfriend is the only reason I ever wash the outside of my car. She's the only reason I like wipe off like the dashboard and stuff. Like, just make it nice for her. And she's just like, girls are just that's why God said it's not healthy for man to be alone. Here's another uncommon opinion. Well, it's kind of split down the middle, I think. But a lot of people don't like that servers get tips. Like, there are reasons why we want to tip our servers instead of them getting paid an hourly rate. Number one, if every server got paid an hourly rate, the prices of your food go up. Because now they have to employ and pay for an hour's worth of work for every employee for every hour. So that makes their cost of production go up. And now that their cost of production is up, now your prices go up. And okay, fine, we're cool with that. Let's say that you are cool with your food being more expensive. Let's say you're cool with all of that. Well, now the servers don't have a reason to give you good service. It's like McDonald's. They get paid hourly. They don't care who's going to like their service. They throw it out the window. Here you go. They're getting paid the same rate no matter what. Now, if you have a server who is relying on a tip and relying on your satisfaction, relying for you to be happy, that's when they're going to put more effort in. Like, it doesn't matter how great of a worker you are. You're always going to be much more, like, you're going to give 110% if you know that you have to make the customer happy in order to get paid, rather than 100% if you're getting paid hourly. So when you are actually trying to strive and are put in that position where you have to make them happy in order to pay your bills, that makes your dining experience as a guest so much better. It makes it so much quicker service, better service. Everything is just better at that point. So yeah, that's why I think tipping culture should exist. And why it kind of makes me a little frustrated when people are like, let's not tip our servers. I get it. Tipping culture has actually gotten way out of line. Like coffee shops, they get paid an hourly rate. If I have to order standing up, I'm not tipping. McDonald's workers are asking for tips. Barbers deserve tips. If gotta keep them in your good graces. I really love leather jackets. I own like 7. They're all fake leather, but I love jackets as accessories. I have probably, as a total of jackets, I probably have 14 jackets at the house. I'm crazy, I know. I just love my jackets. All right. I think that Chick-fil-A is not the best fast food joint. I think that McDonald's is not the best. Wendy's isn't the best. There are so many better places to eat. Sorry, I'm trying to find this place. Than Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Arby's, Wendy's, Burger King. Burger King. Burger King is a fantastic fast food restaurant. Big sizes, semi-cheap prices. I like me some Burger King. Alright guys, I know you guys don't care, but I gotta go. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Bye.